guard. He wasn't getting it. And we have now, Hubs, if we can show the last 2 years, he struggles just to get shots up against this team. Not just, he doesn't, I mean, the field goal percentage is fine. He's just not getting shots up because that's what Lou Dort and that defense can do. And so, and the assist numbers are fine. Again, the three-point percentage is fine, but he's not getting shots up. And what the Pacers, I don't think, have adjusted to, and here's his numbers, by the way, we can show it through 3 quarters. If people didn't, just saw the box score, that's unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. And by the way, he wasn't very good through the first 3 quarters in game 1.
Right.
He was better than this, but wasn't very good. Here's the thing, Brou, that I don't think the Pacers have adjusted to, and I get why you wouldn't adjust after a game 1 win. Like, hey, let's do it again. A mediocre shot is often the best one you're going to get against this defense.
That's interesting.
You can't go good shot, great shot against the 2025 Oklahoma City Thunder. Sometimes you got to go bad shot, okay shot, take that shot.
Yeah.
And Haliburton has to be the most active guy, even if it's out of his nature. It doesn't mean he has to shoot 30 times like Shea did in game 1, but you are not going to be able to just pass your way into a lead offense against this Thunder team. And so, yeah, they need more from him, and that might include forcing the issue offensively more than he otherwise would like to.
Yeah, look, I do, like you, I agree with Carlisle on the whole ecosystem thing. Like, Shea, and I've been saying it, is a different type of point guard. And that actually speaks to how great he is, because a lot of guys today get a lot of
Haliburton?
I'm sorry, Haliburton.
Okay.
Haliburton. A lot of guys today get assists because they have the ball in their hands so much, and they create virtually everything for their team, so you rack up a lot of assists. He's able to lead the league in assists or be up there. Had 9, I think he was 3rd this year, 9 a game, while not dribbling a lot. Like, we're going to talk a little bit later about the bag and all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure the youngsters don't think he has much of a bag because he'll dribble a few times, get rid of the ball. When nothing's there, he's getting rid of it. If his teammates are cooking, he'll sit back. So that usually is a strength. That is not what is happening here overall. Like you said, Lou Dort is the problem for him. And those stats from the last 2 years show it. Dort face guards guys when they don't have the ball. Mm-hmm. And so what that does, when he's coming down the court or passes the ball up the court, from the back court and gets rid of it, now Dort's denying him the ball. That's why he doesn't shoot a lot against them, because he's having trouble getting it back. And that wears on you. Dort is as athletic as him. He's obviously stronger than him. So it's just a challenge to get open and get the ball back.
Yes.
And that will wear you down to the point where you're just like, if you got a teammate who can do it this game or somebody else can do it.
It can take you out of the game.
Yeah, it can take you out mentally and physically.
Here we go.
But,
Whatever.
Well, here's what they have to do. But hold on,
Then
here's what they
leave
have
club
to do.
superstar. Have Lou Dort face guard you to the door.
Well, look,
you can't do this
he
if you're a
had problems.
superstar.
He gave Anthony Edwards problems too. Anthony looked disengaged and was like, I'm not struggling. I just ain't getting the ball. I'm throwing that part in.
True.
I just can't get the ball back,
But,
all I'll say is this, because I hear you. We're not going to give him a complete pass on this. What they have to do, though, they're going to have to run him off some screens or something to get him the ball back, because he's not the ultra uber athlete compared to Lou Dort, who's going to be able to just shake him up and get the ball back and then take Dort. So that's what they're going to have to do.
Here's my issue. You tell me if it's fair or not. There's the 2 best players on the team, on both teams, okay? Rick Carlisle is like, pencil him in for 34. He's the MVP. And I'm like, maybe I got a crazy idea. Slow him down. Like, oh, wild, wacky. And meanwhile, we're like, what's he supposed to do? Lou Dort's face guarding him the whole time.
No, if you're saying Haliburton, this finals performance makes it to where headed into next year, he's on the hottest
he's
seat.
already thinking.
He's on the hottest seat for Club Superstar.
Can't get a shot off.
Again, but it's so weird, because Friday's show, the question you asked was, is he now an icon? but this has been, now he has had some huge stat games, the 30 and 10 as you mentioned, but he hasn't been, his numbers averages this postseason are not only not historic, they're not even like, oh my God, like eye-popping. It's been the 13 of 15 this year, on those shots in the final minute, 4 game winners or game tiers, and all 4 of those culminated these 7 or 9 point final minute comebacks that we had never seen before. That all is remarkable and unprecedented. It's also true that of all the guys in Club Superstar, the one who is probably easiest to hold to 5 points through 3 quarters, probably, definitely, is him.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if other guys have it going, he'll gladly have 5 points in the first 3. Again, they need him to score more in this series. But let me throw this out there. In the series, they are +7 with him on the court and -22 with him off the court.
I'm not saying he's not a
No, I'm just throwing that out there. They need to play him more, too.
So
Carlisle needs to shorten that bench and leave him out there a little more. It's the finals. What do you say?
Kevin O'Connor made this point today. I didn't know this. He hasn't played 40 minutes in a single non-overtime playoff game. Now, that might be one of the reasons he's so good in the clutch. Is because he's, sense. You know what I mean? He's never as worn down as other guys. But, yeah, at this point, I think you've got to extend his minutes as much as you can.
All right, finally, Pacers erased a 15-point deficit in the fourth quarter of Game 1, but there's no comebacks in Game 2. 19 down when the fourth quarter started. Carlisle pulls the starters down 17 with 4 minutes left, which some people had issues with. Here was his rationale.
NBA coaching, sometimes you have to make tough decisions.
Thank you. Thanks, guy.
That was an easy one.
Any issues?
I get somebody saying, you're the comeback kids. I mean, it's never over. Tyrese Haliburton said, we never think a game is over. But I had no problem with it. This game, again, I guess you can point to the Knicks game, game and all that, but it felt over. They were down 19 to enter the fourth. They were down 17 when he pulled them with the 4 minutes left. I had no problem with it. I'm sorry. This game did not feel in any way, shape, or form like they were going to make a run.
Yeah.
I'm going to make what might sound like too strong of a statement, but I believe it in my bones.
This is great.
I don't believe anyone had a problem with it.
Thank you.
I think anyone who is claiming they had a problem with it is lying. I think people claiming they're really bothered by the trophy not being on the court are being honest. Yeah. I am too. I can't explain why. And that little silly the hologram they put on yesterday was even worse. I think that's a real complaint. I think acting like, what are you doing, Rick Carlisle, is fake. I don't think anyone is actually upset with this. And so, no, I don't. I think it's no problem. I agree. And I do think Rick Carlisle was upset with the question.
Oh, yeah.
I think he thought it was an absurd question because, and I'm not saying it was an absurd question, but anybody that is saying he did a bad thing here, I think is being dishonest about how they actually feel.
Well, and also he's looking at it, in his mind, this is a 6 or 7 game series.
Yeah, of course.
We're going to be, the team that's fresh throughout this thing. So.
DraftKings, for the record, thinks it's a 5-game series still.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's a lot of people out there.
Rodgers was the Steelers' 3rd choice, maybe. Next on FS1, the Fox Sports Channel, and Sirius XM. To the point where
Don't worry, we'll be back.
I can't believe they're leaving. Like, who would ever